So in a very, very interesting turn of events, a clip for the finale of What If Season 3 drops some huge bombs that do and will go on to affect the future of the live-action main MCU. The clip that they just recently dropped is about a minute long, and it's the Watcher talking to another Watcher, a Watcher who is seemingly in charge, and he's getting called out on pretty much everything that he's done, all of the interference that he has done, because remember, that's a big no-no for the Watchers. It's literally in their name. They are just supposed to watch, never interfere. And here's the thing, if you're not watching What If Season 3, that's fine, but just know that pretty much everything that we've heard recently tells us that it's in the MCU, it's in the multiverse, and at the end, in the finale, we are going to see exactly how it affects the main MCU in live action. In an interview for What If Season 3, head of Marvel Television Brad Winderbaum said that it has to come to an end. When people were asking why this is the final What If Season 3 is the final one, if you did not know, people were asking why, and he said it has to come to an end, in which many different insiders kind of chimed in on this, and basically they told us that we'll see why. It'll all be revealed in the finale of What If Season 3. Well, we're about to get the finale, so we'll see soon. We have a report about what to expect after What If Season 3 and how it ties in to the MCU, which we'll break down in this video, but keep in mind, the biggest thing to probably take from What If is the Watcher right now. There is seemingly going to be a new team coming to the MCU from What If, but the Watcher could possibly be the biggest character that we would see in live action. And in this clip, he is in trouble. Now in this clip, we have a Watcher talking to Uatu, our Watcher that we've been exposed to over the course of What If, and he's basically reprimanding him. He's yelling at him. He says, "You exposed our secrets to mortal beings." Uatu tries to fight back, stating, "I shared them with heroes," basically trying to make a point of he didn't just simply share them with random pure mortals of the universe. He shared them with heroes who could help save universes. But the other Watcher claps back and says, "Is that what you would call Stephen Strange, the sorcerer who destroyed his entire universe and then used the knowledge you gave him to birth an entirely new one all his own?" And keep in mind, while this is happening, there are other Watchers present. There are 3 Watchers total plus Uatu, who is basically tied down, and they are showing him what he has done, what has happened because of his choices. But Uatu still tries to defend his choices, and he defends Doctor Strange, stating he sacrificed his own soul to resurrect the home he destroyed. The Watchers say it's unnatural, but Uatu says it is a miracle that continues to birth new branches of reality for us to watch over, and I believe that's going to be a pretty big part in the main MCU. Uatu says, "Surely you can see, for a garden to thrive, it must be cultivated. So its trees grow higher, its flowers bloom brighter, and pests that threaten to destroy it all are weeded out." And the Watchers even say it is a convenient argument, but it does not explain some specific situations, and this is where it gets really interesting. And I'll play this last part for you here on the screen.
It is a convenient argument, but one that does not explain your intervention to save Riri Williams.
There was one time out of trillions.
Oh, Kwai-Jun Fan, Reed Richards, Nick Fury, some girl named Madison with 2 N's and 1 Y.
Well,
So right here, the Watchers say, what about the time you saved Riri Williams? The Watcher says, that was one time out of trillions. But the Watchers clap back again and they say, Reed Richards, Nick Fury, some girl named Madison with 2 N's and 1 Y. In which Uatu basically says, well, and they cut the clip there. But this is huge because it really is implying that this Watcher here from What If, Uatu, has actually gone into live action universes in the MCU and has affected things that we've seen so far, but also haven't seen so far. Now, if you don't remember Madison, she's from She-Hulk. Madison with 2 N's, 1 Y, but it's not where you think. Now, we could talk about Madison for a while because She-Hulk made it really seem like she met Mephisto. And she has a funny character, but of course, the biggest parts here are about Reed Richards and Nick Fury. But more specifically, let's focus on Reed. Because the way I see it, we have a couple of different options here, maybe a few different options, but the biggest thing to keep in mind here is that What If is now seemingly canon to the MCU, and the Watcher has interfered many different times. So what does that mean for the interference of Reed Richards, him saving Reed Richards. There's a few different options. For one, I could think that maybe he saved John Krasinski's Reed Richards from Multiverse of Madness. Maybe he kept him from dying in another universe where the Scarlet Witch showed up and he went to just simply grab her and got turned into spaghetti. But another option is that he could possibly save our Reed Richards that we're about to be introduced to in the Fantastic Four film. Based off of some things that we've been hearing and just kind of the natural progression of what Marvel Studios should do, some multiverse stuff should start to go down in these movies that are going to lead directly into Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars. And the Fantastic Four is really close to Avengers Doomsday. So some multiverse stuff is going to go down. So it is possible that we might actually see the Watcher Uatu save Reed Richards in the MCU in the Fantastic Four First Steps. Now, of course, this is just speculation on my part, so it's not confirmed, right? But that is something that could totally happen. At the same time, some insiders have stated that they have heard that, and I can never really pronounce this right, but Ioan Gruffudd, who played Mr. Fantastic in the Fantastic Four and the Fantastic Four: The Rise of the Silver Surfer, right alongside Jessica Alba and Chris Evans, of course. Insiders have claimed that he is going to be returning, or I shouldn't say returning, but entering the MCU. It's also been speculated that that mystery cameo, the mysterious actor that has been covered up on set of the Fantastic Four, that could actually be Ioan. And what's interesting is Cryptic HD Quality, the insider who has a really great track record, tweeted out, well, now that it's out there, what are the chances it's one of them he saved? And he shows pictures or shows GIFs of both John Krasinski's Reed Richards and Ioan's Reed Richards, and Alex Perez of the Cosmic Circus, also another really reliable insider, replied with, if the rumors are true, Ioan. But who knows? Meaning that he has heard rumors as well that Ioan is going to be returning. And if that is true, then perhaps the Watcher Uatu doesn't save Pedro Pascal's Reed Richards, but he saves Ioan's Reed Richards. And the two of these Reeds end up in the same universe, or perhaps it's a Council of Reed situations where they have actual multiversal portals that they can take to communicate with other variants of Reed Richards, which could be another way we could run into this Reed Richards that was saved by Uatu. And I would bet, just knowing how incredibly smart Reed Richards is, he's the smartest man alive, he's the smartest man in Marvel history, if Uatu the Watcher saved him, it's probably for a specific reason, and that specific reason is probably to save the entire multiverse, because obviously if the multiverse is destroyed, what are the Watchers going to watch? So it would make sense if there's a big multiversal threat, and this specific Reed Richards variant could help Uatu save him. I'm betting that if that's the case, then Reed Richards would tell people. He would tell the Fantastic Four, he would tell other variants of Reed Richards, he would tell the Avengers, he would tell everybody who could possibly help save the multiverse. And perhaps he tells Victor Von Doom in an attempt to try to get him to help as well, but maybe that's when he goes off and starts to do his own thing. The possibilities are truly endless, but that's the really cool part of what we're in right now, the multiverse saga. And according to many different insiders today, I think Alex Perez was the first one to say this, but the Guardians of the Multiverse in What If will become the Exiles. And the Exiles are a multiversal group consisting of different versions of characters all around the multiverse. They go from one universe to the next doing missions, and we basically have the Exiles team. The team right now consists of Birdie, Storm, Captain Carter, and Kahori, who has the ability to get them from one universe to another. So it's possible that the ending of What If Season 3 gives us the Exiles, and it is possible that we could see them go into live action. It looks like a lot might be revealed in the finale for What If Season 3. We're definitely going to do a breakdown on the ending, what it means for the future of the MCU. So look out for that. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the breakdowns. And we'll see what really happens in the finale. But in the meantime, give me your thoughts about this in the comments down below. What do you think this means for the future of the MCU? Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe. And you can also find us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. And as always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.